Roby. Songs and stories, songs and stories, songs and stories with Steve Roby. Songs and stories, songs and stories, songs and stories with Steve Roby. Songs and stories, songs and stories, songs and stories with Steve Roby. The best local bands from all over the island to share their music on this podcast. So tune in now. This is where you find it. News and scoops and what's happening on Songs and Stories. Songs and Stories. Songs and Stories with Steve Roby. Songs and Stories. Songs and Stories. Songs and Stories with Steve Roby.
Welcome to the Songs and Stories podcast. And now, here's your host, Steve Roby.
Okay, joining me on the phone now is Erik Wilcox from the band K.O.A. Thanks for joining us today on Songs and Stories, Erik.
Thanks for having us.
Great. Well, let's start off with a brief overview of the band and its members, and tell me what K.O.A. stands for.
We started the band under the name Kauz of Affliction, with a K, K-A-U-Z of Affliction, and that's still what we're listed at on all our streaming platforms and everything. But our friends started just referring to us as K.O.A., so we started kind of going by that locally. So technically it stands for Kauz of Affliction, but I guess it can also be open to interpretation.
Okay, and how about the band members? I understand there's a few of them joining you.
I sing and play guitar, and we've got Justine, who sings and plays bass, and then Laura here, who sings and plays drums.
Did they want to say hello too?
Hi, I'm Justine. I sing and play bass.
Okay.
Hey, I'm Laura. I sing and play drums.
Well, great. Aloha, and thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Okay. Well, next question is, what's it like being in one of the few punk bands on this tropical island?
It's a little bit challenging. This is Justine again. A lot of people are more used to, or there's more of a demand of cover bands and reggae or Hawaiian, so it's a little bit challenging, but that makes it all the more kind of fun, I guess you would say, just since it's a different type of music. So,
yeah, I think that's one of the things about being a small fish in a big sea, or a big fish in a small sea. We're definitely known a little bit because we're one of the few bands that plays the type of music we play. And like Justine was mentioning, it is challenging playing certain venues and stuff. But when you do get one of those shows that where everybody's into it, it really makes it all worth it.
Yeah, we kind of laugh. Our favorite, like our biggest show was at the Rocktoberfest, and I guess they were saying that you had people on the beach that were like banging their heads and stuff like that. So it's kind of funny to think of that.
Yeah, I can imagine that. I attended a punk rock show in Hilo way back in January. Remember January?
Before all the craziness?
Yeah, with
was that the DOA one?
Yeah, the DOA with El Sancho and the Cutthroat Brothers.
Right.
The audience really seemed to be into it, which was, me coming from San Francisco. I was really surprised. There was a mosh pit sort of, and people were going nuts, as they should.
Absolutely. Yeah. One of our friends that plays in El Sancho played that show, and in fact, we were planning on going to it, but we actually had a show the same night at Privateer's Cove in Kona, so we weren't able to make it out to that one. But I heard it was a really great turnout and a lot of fun. So it's great to see that, just building the scene, and that's why we really appreciate what you do. Because building the scene and getting people involved is really what makes it all worth it.
I agree. We're on this little tiny big island out in the middle of the Pacific, and there's really the newspapers and the radio really don't cover the music scene, or even less now that we barely have one anymore. So I felt it was a good opportunity to jump in and connect everybody.
Yeah.
So let's talk about your unique sound as a male-female trio and how you developed that.
I've been playing in bands for a long time, and I've always really liked female singers, female-fronted bands. But I also like to sing myself, and it's really great playing with Justine and Laura, because the harmonies and everything that we can do, it just gives us a lot more diversity. And also, I feel like it just makes us a unique sounding band. One of the things that always sticks with me is I'll ask a lot of friends, well, who do you remind us of? And they can say, well, this song kind of reminds me of that or this or whatever, but they can't really say that, as a band that we sound like anybody else. And I really think that's the biggest compliment.
I agree. Well, do you want to talk about each of the band members' influences music-wise?
Sure. That sounds great. So this is Laura. And I would say my very first CD I ever bought was the Beatles. And I've ventured off a little ways from that style of music, but mainly poppy punk bands have been my influence as of recently. Bands like MXPX, Blink-182, that type of stuff, Sum 41.
Yeah, and for me, I'm probably a little bit harder edged influence-wise than Laura, but I like a lot of different kinds of music. I mean, one of the first CDs I ever bought was the Ramones' first CD. Early Misfits, Social Distortion, Billy Idol. I like a lot of newer music as well, One Eyed Doll and the Pretty Reckless and Hailstorm and stuff like that. So I kind of have a really wide variety of influences, but they tend to be more in the punk and metal category.
Spoken like a true guitarist.
And this is Justine, last but not least. And I would say, yeah, I do. I like, Madonna, Blondie, that kind of 80s pop punk, like on the edge type thing. 70s, 80s Madonna, or Blondie rather. And then, like the Ramones, Velvet Underground, just wide variety of music as well, I guess I would say.
All my favorites too, yeah. Let's talk about Aloha Friday. What's the backstory on that?
Well, we've a couple of years ago, we recorded Beach in Hawaii, which is a cover, a Ziggy Marley cover. And it kind of took off. We didn't really market it. It was just kind of the song we did for fun, and we recorded it and kind of took off. And we thought, well, that's kind of cool that people were into, doing a punk rock version of a Hawaiian, well, not in that case Hawaiian, but a tropical feel kind of reggae song. Right. And so when we decided to do Aloha Friday, I don't know, everything just kind of clicked. And the response has just been huge with that song. People just, the video's kind of tongue in cheek, just fun, and it's all about, the weekend and having a good time, which is, what we all play music for anyway. So that's kind of our shtick, is we like doing a lot of cover songs that people wouldn't expect us to do, so when they see us live and we, do some cover song, they're like, really? Is K.O.A. really doing this song? So that's kind of what we enjoy.
It's fun because we put, we incorporated, Kona into it as well. It's like the words were changed a little bit. What was on the Lee Drive?
Yeah.
Banyans that
right.
slam it, and surfers are slamming it, linemen's and Banyan away on Lee Drive. So it's like, we incorporated Kona. And then the same thing with the video, I don't know if you've seen the video at all, but, we shot some of it at KPA and all over the place. Some in Ocean View, some in, Wapo, and so it's kind of fun to do that. That was a lot of fun, the video.
Yeah, and I think that's also what makes the video really appealing. It's got a lot of Big Island footage, and we really want to share that with everybody because, obviously we live in an amazing place, and so, to be able to live here and play the type of music we have, it's just incredible. So that kind of makes up for, the lack of venues and the lack of scene, which, we're trying to change that. So.
Yeah, well, good. I just happen to have Aloha Friday queued up here, and let's give that a listen to now on Songs and Stories.
Friday.
And I'm back with members of K.O.A. Welcome again, and aloha.
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 All right. Well, let's talk a little bit more about the band. I understand K.O.A. likes doing cover songs that the audience never expects. What's the story behind that?
We like to just kind of play songs that, we kind of try to make them more of our style and,
Barely recognizable. Always a lot faster than it is. Like when we do, it's funny, like Borderline, we were doing that for a while, and then you listen to like the original, and you're like, wow, this is really slow. And when you first listen to that, like way back in the day, it was edgy and fast, and I remember dancing to it and stuff. But now it's like, yeah, it's slow compared to our version.
yeah.
I would say one of my favorite covers we do is Safety Dance, because it's such a random song that everyone seems to know but kind of has forgotten.
Men with hats, right?
Yeah.
And we also do a lot of, obviously we do mostly originals, but we do like to throw in some covers there, and that's kind of what people that haven't seen us before and don't know our songs, that's kind of what usually gets them up and moving and stuff, and so it's always fun to do those. We do them and have a lot of fun with them, and a lot of stage antics and jumping around and stuff.
Erik does jumping around.
We got a few choreographed moves going in there, our kicks and our punches.
Well, it sounds like a fun live show you guys do.
Yeah, it is fun.
Tell me, do the fans come up after the show and give you some comments?
Yeah, we always try to get a lot of feedback from people, which is really hard, because at shows it always tends to be like, oh, you guys sounded great, and that's it, or I assume the people that walk out think we sounded terrible, but that it's always hard to get feedback. So we do ask people about it, but getting honest feedback is one of the bigger challenges, I think, from because I think people aren't going to say, well, you were flat in this chorus, or I didn't like that or this. It's usually your better friends that'll tell you those sorts of things.
And it's great, of course, to have the audience participation, because that's when like you're doing good, is when people are up there dancing
right.
and moshing and stuff.
Person
dancing with themselves.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, and we'll get out there and dance with them. I'm wireless, so I jump down and go out there, and it's awesome. We did a show last couple months ago, I guess, at another one at Privateers Cove, and we played with a reggae band called Future Tide, and we actually had a little mosh pit at with a reggae band at Privateers Cove. It was so cool,
Wow.
and so it's just doing that kind of thing. It's just a lot of fun getting people involved.
How far can you go out with your wireless guitar?
Pretty far. I mean, I've never had it cut out. And the venues we're playing are tend to, here on the Big Island, tend to be smaller size.
Yeah,
But, I've never had an issue with it cutting out. I guess if it did, I'd definitely head back towards the stage.
would cover you.
Right.
Yeah, we got to do that before.
I saw a show once in the 80s, and the guitar player had a wireless guitar also too, and he walked off the stage out into a busy street and was still playing. So it sounds like there's a lot of fun things you can do with that.
Right. Yeah, definitely at band practice. If I leave my wireless, we use inner monitors too, and if I leave those in and I'll go inside the house, I can hear what Justine and Laura are saying about me when I'm not in the room. So that always comes in handy.
Only good things.
Right.
Well, I've got another one of your songs queued up here. Give it a chance. Why don't you tell me the story behind that?
Well, that song we kind of wrote about, especially in this time, about people being open to new experiences, not being afraid of taking chances in life, and that definitely includes music. I find that some people tend to be, they can be kind of closed-minded about music, especially with the type of music we play. When we tell people it's punk rock, sometimes they're dismissive right away, and we kind of have to be like, no, we're not, like screaming punk rock. We do have catchy songs and everything. So for me, that's what it's about. I don't know. What do you think, Justine?
Yeah, I agree. Pretty. Caught me off guard there.
Well, and it was one that we all collaborated on. So we all kind of put it together. So it's everybody has their own interpretations of it, but that's kind of what I think it's about is just giving things a chance. So I hope your listeners give this song a chance and check it out.
A nice segue, my friend.
It was a lot of fun recording too, because we just were able to add so many like vocals, and we do have guest vocals in that as well, and just a lot of depth to the song and stuff.
Yeah, a lot of harmonies.
A lot of harmonies with both like instruments, vocals, like everything. So yeah, it's fun. And some nice dancey sounds, drum beats, and a little bit of bass in there. Got a little dancey.
In the chorus.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've teased it enough. I got to hit play on this. Okay. So here's, let's hear K.O.A. doing Give It a Chance on Songs and Stories.
A heavyweight too bad.
Thanks for hanging in there with this show. It's brand new, so we're testing the waters here and see how it goes. But you've been great guest. Thank you.
Oh, thanks.
for having us.
Yeah, definitely.
K.O.A. has some streaming success on Spotify and other platforms, especially from other countries. What was it like hearing that news?
Yeah, I mean, it was funny because, I mentioned earlier we recorded that song Beach in Hawaii, which is a Ziggy Marley cover. And, we just kind of released it. We didn't really market it or anything like that. And then one day I noticed that our listener base was going up and up and up. And I checked out where they were, and they were really all over the world. And I just kind of found that it was on a lot of different playlists. And so that's been just really kind of just, makes what we do, watching those numbers go up. And just on Spotify alone, it has over 100,000 plays. And so it's just been really rewarding seeing that. And it's always interesting to know that, you don't know a single person in Finland, but you've got, 100 people listening there a month or something,
Just
so.
a random places, like countries you've never even heard of. Little tiny town in Canada.
Right.
So with this downtime, have you got any new material in the works?
Absolutely. Do you want to talk about that?
Man, we have so many new songs. We're like churning out one every week or two. It seems like every band practice, one of us is like, "Oh, I got a new idea," and it seems like each is equally as good as the last, if not better. And it seems like we may be going just a teeny different direction, but not too much away from our normal sound. So I'm super excited about what we have coming up for you guys.
Yeah, and this is the first time, after we did the New Norm in 2017, and we had the success with Beach in Hawaii, we really wanted to get another album out, and so we did that, and we really loved the album we did last year, Put on Your Happy Face, which has Aloha Friday on it. But we kind of decided that we're going to do singles, and really focus on getting everything exactly right and release it as a single. And then when we get a collection of singles, we'll do a full-length CD. Because it seems a lot of people on streaming platforms tend to listen more to singles. And it really allows us to focus on the one song and make sure everything's right and strong and good.
Put a lot of time into it that way, because it almost seems like, you do a whole album and you're like, okay, we're done already. It's like you want to be done with it already. But it's like the single itself, it's like, one at a time. And then, if you let it go that way.
Yeah, we've got a whole album's worth of material, pretty much. But
Probably,
But we're really kind of working on, we've actually got another single called Just Press Play that's going to be coming out in a few weeks. We're just about finished with that. And got a couple more that we're working on. So, we're just kind of anticipating releasing a few more singles before we release the whole album.
We even wrote one about the coronavirus.
Right.
Staying at home.
What's the title of that?
Stay at home.
Stay at home. Okay. Of course, yeah. What else would it be?
Right.
What's the best option for fans to follow your work and hear your music?
I think, obviously you can find us on Spotify. Once again, we go by K.O.A, but on all the streaming platforms, we're listed as Kauz of Affliction, which is Kauz OF, and then the word affliction. And then they can also find us on Facebook as well. We also have an Instagram page. So they just, all the streaming platforms, pretty much anywhere. If you just enter Kauz of Affliction, you'll definitely find us.
Okay. And I'll be sure to put those links in the show description below this podcast.
Oh, great. Thanks so much.
Is there anything else you'd like to add before we go?
Well, along with that, we will also be we're getting ready to work on a video for the Give It a Chance too. So hopefully that'll be coming out soon. But those take a while.
They do.
A lot of fun, a lot of ideas going with that, but it'll be fun. Videos are always fun.
We're just really excited about getting new music out to people and sharing it with everybody. And really, like I said earlier, just makes it all worth it.
Hopefully at some point being able to play some shows and we'd love to get out there and play some fundraisers. And we have, hopefully we may have something in the works, like in the future, like an outdoor event or something, what we're looking for.
I was at one of those last night, and it works. I mean, if you put people, social distance apart, they have a good time. It's outdoors, and it's safe. Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, definitely miss playing live. I mean, we love our little band practice room, but it's 12 by 16, so it's a a little claustrophobic in there after a while, so we can't wait to get out again and play some more live shows in front of people.
And we only have one fan in the band room.
Right. It has low, medium, and high.
Well, it's been a pleasure having you on the Songs and Stories show. I hope we can meet again in person under different circumstances one day.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, for sure.
Okay, everybody, aloha,
Thanks for having us.
and stay safe.
Aloha. You too.
Do. Aloha.
Aloha, this is Alan from the band El Sancho from Waikoloa Village. You're listening to the Songs and Stories podcast with Steve Roby. Check out some live punk rock music in Kona, Saturday, August 29th at Laverne's with El Sancho at 1201.
When the walls come down, I can see inside. It's not very pretty, there's nowhere to hide. Didn't know the room felt like that, but now I know why.
The Songs and Stories podcast is produced and distributed by Big Island Music Magazine. You can listen and download for free on Apple Music or wherever you get your podcasts. For more info, please visit us on the web at bigislandmusic.net.